Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nyca, in with some celebrity news and gossip. You know, my favorite little thing to do. I hope you guys had a wonderful Monday, a great start to your work week or your school week. I hope it was pleasant for you and many blessings as you travel throughout the week. Now, let's get into a little bit of this celebrity gossip. Child, people been weighing the hell out of Lil Fizz and Apryl. Okay, since they came out with this, oh, we a relationship, we a couple now over the weekend over on Instagram. Now, I found this article that I wanted to share with you because not only is a lot of fans not feeling this new relationship, a lot of people in the industry, the reality industry that is feeling it either. I will link the article to which I'm citing down in my pinned comment as always so that you can go over and read it for yourself. But let's talk a little bit about what I found over on Madame Noir. Lil Fizz and Apryl make it IG official as Joe Budden and others shade them. Over the weekend, the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood star Lil Fizz went Instagram official with his co-star and it seems his girlfriend Apryl Jones. As you already know, the two spent a good chunk of the season pushing this narrative that their relationship was nothing but a non-romantic one, with him supporting her after her breakup from Omarion, the father of her two children, and her defending him from Monique Slaughter, the mother of his son. They had each other's backs and were defensive when people questioned the nature of their relationship or their friendship. But as noted in last week's episode of Love and Hip Hop, the two locked lips and finally made it clear that they were choosing to be more than just friends. On Sunday, they took things a step further by making their relationship Instagram official. They both shared warm and cuddly photos of themselves hugged up, with Fizz's image captioned, "Good things come to those who wait." Well, while there were people who were happy for the two or just told them to live their lives how they want, there were some who were just not here for any of it and wanted answers. One of those people is Love and Hip Hop New York's Joe Budden, who is known for calling things out he finds to be disrespectful. He took to Twitter over the weekend to show some love to Omarion and throw some slight shade at Fizz. Joe Budden tweeted, "Omarion don't get enough credit for just chilling, 'cause man, listen." Someone else who agreed was producer Rico Love, who commented on the screenshot of Joe's tweet on the Jasmine's brand's Instagram page and said, "That's a fact. Fizz supposed to get his A beat." Someone else who agreed with Joe was former NBA player Mike Barnes, who initially commented that Fizz needed to be dealt with physically. He went on to delete that comment. This was interesting because if you'll recall, Matt drove 95 miles a few years ago, which took quite a few hours to beat up former teammate Derek Fisher for getting involved with his ex and mother of his sons, Gloria Govan. All that being said, we disagree with the need for violence in such situations as this, but we are totally in agreement that Omarion is on a completely different level of zen out here. And on this is a picture of Omarion looking very buff and sexy, tatted up and sweating. Now, my opinion is this. I've never had a desire to go behind one of my friends, so I can't understand this. But I know that we live in this new age world. Well, it seems to be okay to live footloose and fancy free, and not have very many morals and values that we, rely on to help us make our way through this world and build our character. With all of that being said, I am totally against their relationship. I think at one time, Omarion and Fizz were very, very close. They practically grew up together in that group. I've seen him, try to, they just recently on this millennial tour together, so that's days and months spent looking in each other's face all the while. You got a Jones in your bones for this man's baby mama, and I think that's foul. Monique once called Apryl friend. I think that's foul. I believe in love and I believe in people finding love, but I also think that you need to not be picking the person who is uh, I would say related because they got kids together. Omarion and Apryl got 2 children together. Fizz and Moniece got 1. What kind of confusion is that? Now, had this not been Omarion's baby mama and he found him some love and he wanted his happily ever after, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But the fact that this is a woman who at one point was ready to make her happily ever after with one of your supposed to be good longtime friends, I would have a problem with being okay seeing them together. Probably why I ain't watched this season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I just did not want to see that. That did not entice me to want to come back and start reviewing the show or any of that. In fact, the fact that I knew that this was something that we would have to deal with throughout the season was part of the reasons why I opted to not come back to the reality series and begin to do the reviews. I'll probably be back next season, but right now, no, I don't agree with this. I have never thought it was okay to date or lurk behind any one of my friends' men. And if I ever caught myself in a position to where I was remotely even thinking about that, I checked myself because I'm out of order. Once my friend deals with a person, I feel like that person is off the market to me. And I don't care how much of a friendship we got where we defending each other or whatever. I'm not going to cross the line. That's just how my morals is set up. Apryl seems to be quite the different type of creature. But I can tell you this, the way it was done, in my opinion, was sneaky. It was deceptive and it was wrong. And ain't the same way you get them is how you lose them. She gonna slide into the next person's arm that offers her happily ever after sooner or later. I used to actually kind of like Apryl a little bit, but this new Apryl, I don't too much care for her. And then some of the things that I've seen via watching Nyca at Night and Toxic Diamond and all of that, the stories they've produced about this girl, she really is not who I thought she was in the first 1 or 2 seasons of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood when the show first came on. I really don't like that. And I'm wondering, what the hell is wrong with Lil Fizz? I know sometimes a man be thinking with his, you know what I mean? But girl, come on, bruh. For her to fall on your peen as quickly as she did, and now be professing, because there's a story out where she's saying that he has that A1. She finally enjoyed being with a man that she can ride. I guess because Omarion's so big. Because we did have an episode of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I don't know if it's season 1 or 2, where she just talked about Omarion was a little bit too big and it was painful for her. So I guess Fizz is just the right size, whatever that may be. At any rate, I just don't see this as something that I would want to do. I can't understand how this happened. I'm not wishing this all the best like I normally would, because I think this kind of dirty. This don't feel right to me. So I'm not one of them people that's going to tell them congratulations and I wish them the best. I'm just going to say we going to see, because in the months and days to come, this ain't going to turn out the way that she probably think it is. And it ain't going to work out the way he probably think it is. She just made herself look real cheap. She for everybody. That's how a lot of dudes gonna look at her. Because you went from having 2 kids and in a long-term relationship with Omarion to somehow slipping and falling on Fizz's peen and you happily ever after. You think that's what's gonna happen? Like I said, wrong don't last long. You might run fast, but you don't run long. We shall see how this will turn out in the end. Okay? That's it. That's all. I will link the article to which I'm referencing down in the pinned comments so that you guys can go over and read it for yourselves. And then you let me know how you feel about this entire situation involving Apryl Jones and Lil Fizz basically coming out to the world officially, even though we've known for months that they are a couple. Let me know how you feel about that. And as always, in closing, remember the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the video. Ratings get me recognized on the YT streets. Comment down below in the panic section. Let me know what you think about this entire situation involving Apryl and Lil Fizz finally letting the world know we are a couple. Let me know how you feel about all of that. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to the channel. Also tap your notification bell. Set it to all so that each and every time that I drop a pre-recorded video or go live from the channel, you should get a notification and you can come over and join in the conversation. You guys have a great remainder to your Monday. I will see you on the next upload. Peace.